Alpines both on the line now. Just waiting for our final car. Phoenix or Matteo to line up in his grid slot. And there we go, that's all the drivers lined up. I'm just waiting for them to get underway. 5 red lights. And away we go. All the drivers get away fairly cleanly here. Nothing out of the order at the moment. Slem going to go down the inside though, he doesn't go for it. Mosquito's Benitez holds on. There was actually a spin in Williams in there. That's Slayer, he's moving down the order. And I think he's also picked up the Windcat in there as well. Going round the sports centre at T3 and T4 now. Still Slem all over the back of him. This is looking like a very aggressive push from the Haas. As R. Alonso's actually lost out to Akino Ujima as well, as we get a little graphical error on the left. It wouldn't be an F1 game without a graphical error, so bear with as that comes sorts itself out. Coming into turn 9 at Clark now. It's the Williams followed by the Haas, the Red Bull, the other Haas, Kohler and the other Red Bull, and then our other title challenger TOS in P6 in the Alpine. 38 has made up some places as well in P7. And yeah, just as I say, I did say Slayer and Verstappen were going to have more starts. Slayer had a terrible start, Verstappen had a not a brilliant one either. As we go down the order a bit, as Robbie and Verstappen going side by side. So as an Alpine, is that TOS? TOS has gone around Kohler. What a move. No, Casquitos Benitez starting to pull away now. Well, I said that. It's actually Slem. Is he much closer now? Yeah, it wasn't that close. Slem's going to try and hang on. You know, we've got to try and use that overtake up until we get to lap 3. Let's actually get the track map on here so we can see exactly what's going on and the lap data. There we go. As 13H has made it around Kohler as well. So Kohler's fallen back to places now. Maybe started up where he wasn't supposed to be. The pace of some of these drivers really eating out now. Verstappen over the back of Robbie. Not happy about being overtaken earlier. That's why that's Dan over the back of Verstappen. What is going on with this telemetry right now? Let's change the gap from interval to... Yeah, the intervals not right at the moment. Hopefully it will get fixed as they come across the start-finish line. Now I'm just going to have to try and find the battles. That's Casquitos Benitez. He's definitely actually got a second on Slem there.
Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time, and there are no plans for a safety car right now.
You have a yellow flag for sector 3. It's gone now. But Verstappen's actually out of the session. No idea what's going on there, but he is out. DNF's gone. So we get no points from this race. I've just heard from race control that DRS is now enabled, so we head on to lap 3. They won't have DRS on this straight, but onto the next one they will. On board with TOS now. Looking to try and get past R. Alonso. He doesn't want Casquitos Benitez to get too far away. So Robbie on the back of Kohler as well. Is Kohler going to lose another position? But Robbie goes for a spin out of Whiteford there. T5. Hopefully he just rejoins the track safely as he does. Good stuff from Robbie there. Unfortunate about the spin. Alonso on the back of the Red Bull of Akino Ujima. That actually jumped him, and he looks like he's trying to go for the move along Lakeside Drive up into T11 and 12 with very fast chicane. He'll get DRS here. I don't know if the Red Bull will. Is he going to go for a move? The Red Bull defends. Stayed behind him. And he will stay behind him up until the start-finish straight. Got to turn 15 now. Senna. These four are actually very close now. TOS on the back of Alonso and Etch on the back of TOS. Onto the start-finish straight. And up to Jones, the Haas driver, R. Alonso, looking to go for the inside move on Akino Ujima. They go side by side. The Red Bull takes the grass there. But it looks like the Haas has got the position done, and TOS trying to profit as well. As they're going to go 3 wide into Sports Centre now. And it looks like 13H has actually got the move done on 2 of them, unless TOS can hold on to the position. Has he managed it? This has been a very bad lap for Akino Himjima, losing 3 positions out of T1. Oh, some good racing though, very clean. Couple of wheel bumps in there, but nothing too drastic. Some great driving here. Alonso now trying to get away, but TOS is on the charge. He knows what he's got to do. Currently, it's not enough. Edge all over the back of TOS now. Doesn't go for it. They both had DRS on Alonso. So this will just be a DRS train for now. These 4 drivers, and then they actually Cola, the other Red Bull, trying to get back on the back of this train, making it 5 drivers. As Casquitos Benitez has actually pulled a second away now from Slem. So Slem not being able to hang on to that DRS.
Safety car has been deployed.
There's the yellow flag. Virtual safety car has been pulled. I wonder what that's for. There is a Ferrari at the back there. The wing tack doesn't look like it's for him. It looks like it's for Cascote Benitez. Yeah, he's got no front wing. There'll be a front wing on the track, and that's what's called out the virtual safety car. It doesn't look like at the moment it's going to become a full safety car, but a VSC for these drivers. They've got to watch it as we get back underway that they don't give themselves a drive-through.
Ending, we're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
And the VSC's gone as Robbie gets a drive through, speeding under the VSC. I did say you're going to watch out for it, and Robbie has managed to get that drive through. That's unfortunate for him. He'll be over for a safety car later on to really bring him back into this fight. He's had a spin and he's had a drive through now. It's not been a good race for him, as Koenig has had 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. That's not going to help him out with how close that pack is. And TOS and 13H around the corners. That's the Williams off there. Still trying to make his way to the pit.
Let's get back up to racing speed.
It looks like 13H is closer than TOS is to R. Alonso. Have to see who's going to break away here. Both got DRS and R. Alonso. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to attack him into T1. We've got a battle between P9 and P10 as Phoenix has gone round Rios Gremery. Is Rios Gremery going to come back at him into the sports centre? No, it was too far back. I think already losing time as well, so Phoenix is really trying to drive away here. As we just moved out, 13H has gone past R. Alonso, and so has TOS. So R. Alonso missing out. R. Alonso is going to come back. He's got better traction out of the corner and has got the inside line, but 13H still hanging on in there. He wants to be side by side going into this next turn. He's managed it, but 13H still battling as he gets better traction out of that corner. Aquino trying to profit as well, but 13H has got that position for now. But the real winner out of this is TOS, as he's already got a second gap to the Ferrari behind him, who was right on him before, so he'll be wanting to keep pushing now. Got a yellow flag through sector 1. That'll be the Williams and the Ferrari going on there. That Williams still driving out of front wing. No, he's got a new front wing now. It's all good. I think it was just a little bit of tussling there.
Okay, the gap ahead is 4.7 seconds.
Let's go on board with TT. Casquito Benitez, our race leader at the moment. Actually, a safety car's been called. A safety car has been called as Cascot Benitez has DNF'd. Not entirely sure what's happened there, but we're actually about to come up to the scene of the accident. Is Williams' teammate coming around the corner now? Can't actually see him, so it looks like they have actually cleared the car out of the way now. But a safety car, will we see people start to pit? It'd be very early on, but it wouldn't be wrong. see Robbie pitting at the moment. Hopefully he managed to serve his drive-through before the safety car came out, because he cannot serve his drive-through under the safety car. That's Wingate pits as well, but he's also getting a 5-second time penalty for speeding into the pit lane. It's a very slow pit lane here, 37 miles an hour or 50 kilometers per hour for you European cars. So, does he box? No, he stays out. He wants to be at the start of this safety car. Is anyone else going to be boxing? Slim jumps into the pits. Very late move into the pits there. Going for the alternate strategy to get past Williams in front. Everybody else boxing now. No, TOS stays out. 13H stays out. Kino stays out. But R. Alonso, his Haas teammate, boxes as well. Does the Haas pit crew reset in time? Does be better at double stopping? He does get in. It wasn't too bad, you know. He would have lost a little bit of time, but not a massive amount. Kohler's box as well for the Red Bulls. They'll be out towards the back of the field, but with some fresh rubber, expect to see them coming through the pack now. But this is interesting. So TOS, after starting P6, is now right behind his championship rival. This was not ideal for him. His teammate really has made his job a bit harder. Right, let's run through the grid right now with the pit stops. In P1, we've still got Casquito Benitez. He's led the whole time. In P2, we've got TOS, who started P6, has made his way up. 13H in P3, Aquino P5, Aquino P4, Dan in P5, Fenix in P6, Reyes Gremery in P7, Slem in P8, but he has made a pit stop. Slayer in P9, after having an awful start. R. Alonso in P10, Kohler, Robbie, and the Wingtats, but they've all made stops. The Wingtats actually made 3 stops now, so it's going to be very difficult for him to get onto the back of this pack. The safety car will probably be out for the maximum amount of laps that it can, whilst that Ferrari tries to catch up with the field. As we see Robbie, our 12th car, joining the back of this train now.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Anyone that box has gone to soft. Just a couple of softs in there, a couple of mediums. It's not a bad strat. There's going to be at least 2 stops now, at least, for all drivers. I'll be surprised if anyone goes for a 1 stop. Still no word on if the safety car's coming in, so the Ferrari still has time to catch up. Currently behind a safety car. No one's actually any collision to each other. And it looks like safety car's going to be staying out for another lap, so this does give the Wingats opportunity to get back right on these guys. I just want to check to see if Robbie's done his drive-through or not. Penalties. No, he still needs to do his drive-through, which is unfortunate. He really should have done it as soon as possible in case it was the safety car. He's missed out massively there. Looks like the Ferrari's going to join the back of this train now. He's managed to catch up, and immediately he's probably going to get positions on Robbie as he's got the drive-through, and Cola as he's got the time penalty. A couple of people looks like they've served their time penalties for speeding to the pit lane and whatnot in the pits, including the Windcat, so it's actually worked out pretty well for him. And he'll be up battling for points once again, despite having already done 3 pit stops in 10 laps. As he joins back in the safety car queue, I'm sure we're going to hear from race control that the safety car will be coming into the pits.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember, there is no overtaking until
And
the
on this
green
restart,
flags.
you can tell that
Safety
TOS
car
is
in this lap.
already going to be all over the back of Casquito Benitez. He's looked strong around this track. Cars warming up their tyres. Nowhere the safety car's coming in yet. Possibly to come around this corner now. But it looks like he's already taken control. The safety car must be coming in. Let's get this restarted. We see a 5-second time penalty for Phoenix there, colliding with someone, and the wing tap for colliding with Robbie as well. That's unfortunate. But it looks like Casquitos has gone. He's gone as he caught TOS napping. He has TOS a second behind. Late to react there. 13H and Aquino both reacting to TOS though, so TOS is going to have the greatest time, but Phoenix really missing out. Look how far back he is, 2.6 seconds.
You've lost some time to the
Chris Cremery's moved up to 6th position. He's got Slem all over the back of him. He's going to go side by side into turn 3. And around they go, wheel to wheel, one on the mediums, one on the soft. Slem gets the move done. T3 and away in T4. Now we're back on board with this fight. 13-inch. That's an half a second behind TOS. DRS will be disabled for 3 laps until it's re-enabled by race control. A bit further down the field, Cola going to go for a move on R. Alonso. Not look like it's going to happen though, but Etch has actually made it past TOS. We missed that. But he's must have. I don't know if TOS has made a mistake there. I don't really see an overtaking position unless he's done it into Lakeside Drive. Possibly. Yeah, Casquito Benitez looking like he wants to win this championship right now. He's in the driving seat in P1, 2-second gap. A couple of drivers behind have already pitted. Maybe that will do his pit strategy over, as Casquito Benitez, saying he was in the driving seat, he's just gotten a 3-second time penalty. That is unfortunate, because now TOS and 13H technically are ahead of him. Due to penalties, oh, there's a yellow flag through sector 1. Let's have a look what's going on there. It's the Alpine of Slayer. He's off the road. He's not had a good race at all. He's going from bad to worse for him as Dan goes down and is outside there pretty comfortably. Oh, there's a Ferrari off there. The Windcat. He slid off. Not sure if he got caught on that curb there or if he just spun. But either way, he is in the Ferrari, so we will see a couple of spinalas. Right, everyone's starting to break their DRS toes at the moment, but 13H still having similar pace to Casquito Benitez. 1.9 seconds of gap now. Sort of was kept there from the last gap. It was 2 seconds, so it's still there or thereabouts. And he's trying to pull away from TOS. I think he's managing it. TOS is struggling. Maybe it's the tyres, maybe the softs have had their day. We're about to see him pit. No, he stays out on those worn out softs now. 12 lap old. I reckon there's no more time in him. And as I was saying about 13H, keep in there, because he responds with the fastest lap of the race. And the Racing Troll has enabled DRS. So everyone that managed to stay within DRS should start looking at overtaking some people. One of those people I'm referring to is R. Alonso. He won't have DRS on this straight, but every straight afterwards he will. Still going to try and look for the move on Rias Grummer. Rias Grummer goes defensive, doesn't need to. He's got a big enough gap as they go around T4. Slem, he'll be the first one out of everyone on the field who I think is going to overtake Phoenix. You've got yellow back through sector 1. Like, is that Dan? Wing again having another spin through there. He needs to change something up because whatever he's doing, he's having issues. The Slayer's pitted. He comes out. He's quite far behind now. He'll be hoping for another safety car. There's R. Alonso is going for the move on Rias Gregory. They're going side by side along Lakeside Drive into T11. Slem gets a 3-second time penalty. That's not going to help him as they go side by side now. Ooh, very close. I think the wheels touched there. And they're still side by side. Going in past T12. Going into T13. The fake Ascari. Rias Gregory holds onto the position, but R. Alonso gets better traction out of that corner. No, he stays behind him. It's a smart move because he's going to have DRS go along the start-finish straight. Slem is about to get DRS on Phoenix on the start-finish straight. He should have him here. Is Phoenix going to go defensive? No, I think he's just going to let Slem have it because he's further enough back. So we're seeing both Haas drivers go for overtakes, and I think Alonso has just gone and done the move on Rias Gregory. He has. Is Rias Gregory going to fight back at all? Ooh, Alonso a little bit late on the DRS activation there. Missed out a little bit. Phoenix going to want to try and come back at Slem immediately. Looks like both drivers have got similar pace. This is our closest battle on track right now. We've got another yellow flag through sector 1. It's a Ferrari, it's Wingate again. He is spun as we get a retirement from Robbie, not entirely sure what happened there. And a retirement from Wingate as well, so possibly a collision on track. That is our 4th DNF of the session now. 14 laps into this, as a safety car gets called, another safety car. So Slayer, who's not had the best of races now, once again back in this. I don't know if we'll see some of the drivers who have pitted previously start to pit. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Casquitos and 13H and TOS pit as the Williams driver does come into the pits now. As I predicted, the Ferrari comes in as well. You just got to watch it and not go too fast into the pits. There's no point going too fast into the pits. We're in the safety car, lads. Just make sure you get that car slowed down enough. As Aquino goes into the pits as well, he follows them. So Slem is going to be our new race leader, having already boxed for those mediums.
Go, exit now. We're racing on the exit.
We're going to see a Haas 1-2. Zara Alonso actually gets out in front of both of them as well because obviously the Haas did a double pit stop.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
Slem's been picked up by the safety car. So now, after everything we've seen so far, the Haas drivers currently sit P1 and P2. R. Alonso actually in the driving seat having no time penalties. Casquitos has a time penalty, so he won't be happy with these safety cars that keep happening because he wants to break away, and every single time he gets 2 or 3 seconds away from the drivers behind him, another safety car gets called, which really closes up the field.
Let's catch up to the field a bit. We're dropping too far back. Remember that we need to stay within 10 car lengths of the next car.
So 11 drivers left running. Now only one driver won't be in the points. So as long as they finish, they're all looking to get points at the end of this race. Not sure what's going to happen here between Slem and R. Alonso, if any team orders are going to come into effect. I honestly think R. Alonso should be let by his teammate. Slem just do what he can to hold off the charging Williams as he's on that fresh rubber. So everyone's pretty much back in, just waiting on Dan, who's approaching the end of the safety car train now. Slayer, who's 2 turns behind, and 2 turns behind him, we've got Cola. Let's go on board and see what sort of penalties everybody's on at the moment. So penalties, Slem, Casquitos, Kino, and Cola all have 3-second time penalties, which, if these safety cars keep bringing the field close, isn't going to help them out at all. As on Slem and Alonso on 8-lap all mediums and soft. So I expect Alonso to be boxing within the next 6 laps. Slem probably go on a bit further. But no one seemed to go for the hard tyre compound. See, Slayer actually in the pits again. That will be his 2nd pit stop of the race. Cole having 3 pit stops as well. So hopefully he's taking advantage of these safety cars here. So the biggest winner currently is 13 Edge. Actually no, sorry, the biggest winner at the moment is Phoenix. He's gone up 8 positions. So he started P15, started dead last, and is now sitting in P7. It'll be a great drive, but also for 13 Edge, who is sitting in P4. He also has a chance of winning the title, but he needs Casquitos to finish in P7 and TOS to finish in P5 or lower. So it's going to be tough for him. It's sort of out of his control. Whenever the championship out of your control, it's never in your favour. We're seeing Slayer joins the back of this train. We just heard from race control, the safety car is coming in this lap.
Those tires are up to temperature, and remember,
Slem's going to get this safety car charge restarted.
Until the green flags.
Hopefully he's going to tell his teammate when he's about to go, so that way they'll both set off at the same time and hopefully create a gap to Casquito Benitez. That would be the ideal situation. I just don't want RL to get too much of a run. He's on them soft tyres, so he's going to get a bit more traction out of that last corner. Right, we're coming up into centre now. T15 still leading. The safety car's not come in yet, so he can't go. We want to go as soon as the safety car crosses that line. It's not gone yet. He's gone now, and they're off. The Haas drivers are away. Is that R. Alonso already going to go for the overtake on Slem? Whether that was team orders or that was just a brilliant run. Either way, R. Alonso is now in the lead, but Casquito goes down the inside as well. So Slem's missed out massively. He's actually lost 3 positions and then spun. Oh, what an awful restart for Slem. R. Alonso now leads. 13 Edge going down the inside of Casquito. Hasn't worked out for the Haas guys here. Close restart as Phoenix actually moved up 2 positions up to P5 now. Just in front of TOS. And Cola gets past Rius Gremery. The yellow flag through sector 1. That's the Haas car Slem. He'll be hoping for another safety car this race as he is completely out of it at the moment. The 13 Edge all over the back of Alonso now. Casquillo's all over the back of 13 Edge to go for that bit. Phoenix picks up a 3-second time penalty. Casquillo's looking for the move, but the Ferrari looking for the move down the inside of the Haas. It's going to compromise his exit, so Casquillo might attack. A bit wiggly there. Casquillo all over the back of him on the harder compounded tyre. The tyres are fresher. Actually, no, they're on they're on the same lifespan, these 2 tyres. But Casquillo just driving a bit better. But out that last corner, 13 Edge gets a good run away from Casquito. Aquino might be looking for the move. No, he's not close enough yet, and DRS is not activated. We have to wait for race control to re-enable that. But 13 Edge still looking. He wants to get past Alonso as quick as possible. He has more pace than him, and he wants to try and get away from this Williams, sort of create a barrier. Because Alonso on them old soft tyres. Probably going to be feeling the wear now. Slem's boxing now. It's another pit stop for the Haas team. And a front wing change as well, as he picks up a bit of front wing damage. Soft tyres go on. It's a long one. Definitely going to need a safety car now. Back on board with our leader. 13 Edge all over the back of him. But just seems to do a little bit better going through that section, Alonso. It's using that overtake there to go onto the back of him. A bit wide there from Alonso. A little bit out of shape. Etch needs to have a good final corner here if he wants to attack Alonso, and he does. The gap down now to 2/10. 2/10 on the straight as DRS have been enabled this lap. As Kohler's comes out with the fastest lap. Good lap from him. He's all over the back of TOS actually. Is he going to have a go? He looks fast. He's on fresher softs. He goes down the inside of TOS there. TOS didn't really fight that one that much. Dan makes it past Riz Gremery. Riz Gremery has a little bit of a moment there, but managed to keep the car pointing in the right direction. Really good recovery there from Riz Gremery as the two drivers, I think, got a little bit too close on bump wheels. I'm on board with 13H. Is he going to go for a lunge down the inside? No, thinks better of it. But now he is going to set himself up for the DRS after T12. So on board to go past T11 now. Alonso does get a better run, but now 13H is going to have DRS going down towards Faker Ascari T13. As we see Aquino try and look for the move on Casquito there, but thinks better of it. 13H actually goes into the back of Alonso there. That's wing damage, that's an end plate gone. I would box immediately if I was him. He decides not to, he decides to stay out. That's not going to be great, but Aquino's managed to get past Casquito in that. And now Casquito's sitting P4 behind a damaged Ferrari. It's not going to be what he wants. He goes down the inside. Ferrari going off there. That would be the lack of downforce from missing that end plate. That is unfortunate. But Alonso holds on to his lead. Aquino, the Red Bull sitting P2, are now going through the Haas driver here. Possibly having some connection issue there for Alonso, but Aquino takes the lead of the race. He's now starting to pull away. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with Alonso. He's got issues. Did he pick up a bit of rear wing damage after 13H went in the back of him there? It was quite the shunt. Look, Casquito now looking to move as Aquino's breaking that second gap. That 13H down had an issue there. Slem does the fastest lap of the race in some clean air at the moment, right at the back of the field. He's looking, he's always looking. Letting Alonso know he's there every corner. It's that pressure which forces drivers into a mistake. Been around T15 Senna now. On board with the Williams. He's going to have DRS on the Haas driver. He's about half a second behind, but I still think it may be enough to do it. So whether or not he's going to be smart enough to wait for the second DRS straight to go for it. It looks like he is. Red Bull having a look at the Mercedes there. Haas driver keeping that second gap, you know. That half a second gap, sorry. Is the Red Bull going to go for the move on Phoenix? And it does, yeah. Kohler's got the move done. Good move there, really good for both drivers. As the yellow flag can check the 3. Slem's actually retired from the session now. So we now have 10 drivers left on the grid, and that's called out another safety car, which is what Slem would have wanted. Unfortunately, he's the one that caused it. So a safety car's been called. And I wouldn't be surprised to see some drivers start pitting now. Let's have a look at their pit intervals. How long their tyres are. Alonso, he'll be pitting 13 laps on their softs. He'll be wanting to jump in for either a set of mediums or possibly a set of hards and try and go to the end of the race on them. There's good news for Slayer and 13H though, as 13H pitted for a new front wing and some medium tyres. So he'll be right back in the fight. I think that is our third full safety car of the race. I thought, including virtual, a fourth one. Or do we actually see Alonso dip pits? We do, as I predicted. The Haas driver has come into the pit, so another pit stop for the Haas team. Everyone else box. No, everyone else chooses to stay out. They don't want to fall to the back of the field as Dan gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. There was no need for that, Dan. No need, and he can't even serve it underneath the safety car, so he has to wait for the safety car to finish before he can serve that drive-through. Very unfortunate for him, because that's going to put him right at the back of the pack. But still in P10, which is a point-scoring position. And because it's the final race of the season, every point counts to try and put themselves up as far in that championship as possible. Kohler currently sitting P3 despite him having 3 pit stops. That's how many safety cars there's been, he's always been able to get back into it. Fenix now put up 11 places. He's made some moves. I think everyone penalties wise has 3 seconds and down with that drive through, but the top 4 will have 3 seconds. There's all to play for up there. Waiting, is that? Didn't know if that McLaren had a spin there or not. He's still going, waiting for the McLaren, Ferrari, and Alpine to join the back of this safety car before it can come in. Very nice helmet there for Slayer, actually. I quite like that yellow helmet on the Alpine car. Just to remember it's Renault days. (13H) running that Devon Butler helmet in the Ferrari car. Looks very nice. As Rias Gremery has joined the back of this train, and so is 13H. It will be another lap behind the safety car, but I think this will be our last one, as Slayer in the Alpine is only about 2 corners behind. Aquino's going to be managing the restart, and if he communicates as well with Kohler, Kohler could get the jump on Casquito, which will provide quite a nice buffer for the Red Bull drivers. Just a reminder, whoever finishes highest out of TOS and Casquito will win the championship. Also 13H has the chance of winning if Casquito finishes P7 or lower and TOS finishes P5 or lower. So it's still all to play for with these 3 drivers. If TOS gets up towards Casquito and they maybe have a collision, that might open the door to 13H. We have another 35 laps left, sorry, 35 laps left of this race. So anything can happen. 10 drivers left on the grid. We had 5 DNFs, one of our championship contenders, Verstappen DNF very early on as our first DNF. As well as the other Williams, Scott Benitez, second driver. A safety car is in this lap. Because they had Robbie for the Aston Martin team DNF. Went down after several spins, several pit stops DNF. Slem on that safety car restart just didn't get it right, and then he also DNF'd. Ten drivers left. None of these guys will want a DNF here, so they'll all want some points. Giacchino, he's just come around T14. Stewart, now T15. Senna. Is he going to go at Senna there? Ooh, he brakes a bit sharply there. Won't be nice for his tyres, but Casquito right on the back of him. Looks like he's going to go out of cross T16. He's not gone yet. He's not gone yet. Has he gone? He's gone. Kohler wiggling on about the straight still, trying to get a bit of slip through one of the cars. As it has on the wall. And oh, I think that has, yeah, that's our Alonso's race finished. Not entirely sure we're on there, but it looks like maybe tussling with a couple of drivers off start finish straight.
There are no plans for a safety car right now.
After the safety car restart, it's all the same. Aquino P1, Casquito P2, Kohler P3, Fenix P4, TOS in P5, Dan in P6, but he has that drive through the serve. Rias Gremery in P7, 13H in P8. Well, looks like he may have had a tussle with our Alonso as he's quite far back. Slayer might have been involved as well. Actually, Slayer has no front wing. That's going to be another pit stop for Slayer. Let's count the pit stops now. That'll be stop number 4 as he comes in for a new wing. Let's go back on board towards the front of the grid. Current championship leader.
No tyre concerns at the moment.
Championship contender Mosquito Benitez in P2. Probably be waiting for the DRS. TOS. You can see all that's going off ahead of him, but TOS doesn't have a penalty, which is crucial. There's a yellow flag through sector 3. That Slayer is coming around. We have now 60 and F9 drivers left on the grid, so everybody is getting points. So Slayer, wouldn't be surprised if he comes in for a pit and keeps going. Rear Scrummy's actually dropped quite far back now. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there, but Dan's boxing. I think, was that possibly for a new wing? Oh no, sorry, Dan's not boxing. Dan's doing his drive-through. He's done his drive-through now, so he's off and away again. 13-inch Slayer must be involved with something with R. Alonso there, as they both needed new front wings. But no safety car was called. I think it was just because of how soon the last safety car was. Fenix picks up another 3-second time penalty there. I think that's now 6 seconds for him. Yeah, that's not going to be good for him. Cola's now dropped a second back from Mosquito Benitez. So Aquino will have no support from his teammate as he tries to defend from the Williams driver. Race control has just enabled DRS. They won't have it on this straight, but have it on the next one. As Aquino looks like he's starting to break away a little bit. No, he's at a poor corner there. Mosquito's eating a 10th out of that corner. As the yellow flag for sector 1, looks like Phoenix has had an issue as he spun. Ooh, massive contact with the wall there with his rear wing. Just seeing, he gets out of the way for rear scrummery. Good sportsmanship there to let rear scrummery pass and not try and fight it. There's a rear scrummery up now to P5. Fenix still going, his tyre's still a little bit warm. As Cola also picks up another 3 seconds, but he has 6 seconds for Cola. But he may have picked up another 3 seconds. Whether that was tactical, he's much closer to Mosquito now and will be within his DRS. Looks like that was when the aftermath of a battle with TOS, as TOS is now 3.5 seconds back on Cola. So Aquino's not been able to get the Williams out of his DRS zone. They're both going to have DRS going into T16 and on to start finish straight. No movements. Everyone's quite split up there. We get a yellow flag from sector 3. That Phoenix again. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe his tyres are just too hot and he's pushing it a little bit too hard. Or maybe they are just out one. He's going in for a pit stop. Yeah, his means is on 11 laps now, but I think they're just too hot. As he gets a 5-second penalty for speeding the pit lane, and he retires from the session. There's now 8 drivers left on the grid. And Slayer picks up another position into P8. Because he retired in the pit lane, there was no need for a safety car. I'm running out of drivers to commentate on now because half the grid is now DNF'd. We have 31 laps to go, so there's still over half this race left. And it looks like these three are going to be fairly close throughout. TOS actually starting to lose time on him now.
The car in front
Not
is
entirely
a second
sure
lap
if he's missed out on the
faster. 1
front wing or
second.
not.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Doesn't seem to be. I think he's just struggling on the medium tyres. Yeah, he's done 13 laps on them now, but so is Casquito, so it's not really any excuse to go on board Casquito now. He is 3 tenths behind Aquino.
The car ahead is 5.4 seconds.
On 13 lap old sauce. Both Red Bulls on 13 lap old sauce, so I wouldn't be surprised to start to see them hitting very soon. Oh, Williams getting a bit out of shape there. As Casquito's had a massive issue. I don't know if he managed to get any front wing damage there, or if he managed to keep it going in a straight line, but TOS is going to be all over the back of him right now.
Okay, clear.
Is Casquito going to box, or was he alright? It looks like he managed to keep his front wing intact, but he did have a spin there. It's whoever finishes higher out of Casquito and TOS is going to win this championship. Currently, Casquito with that 3-second time penalty. It's not looking good for him. He's been in the driving seat the whole time, but now it's looking like he's in trouble. The 2 Red Bulls will just start to pull away now. One driver, the other one giving another car DRS at every opportunity. TOS will be looking to try and make a move on Casquito, because having him behind him is much nicer than having him in front.
They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 14 laps old. Car ahead has some minor front wing damage, but is maintaining pace. The time last lap was a 1:31.3. We're gaining by 5 seconds a lap. Great work. 3 seconds will be added to their time at the end of the race.
Gap's now 3 tenths of a second going through Lakeside Drive onto T11 and 12, the fast chicane. Also going to have DRS here. Looks like it's possibly going to go for a move. 2 tenths, 1 tenth. Going down the outside. No, Casquito goes defensive. But then TOS takes that inside line. Nice cutback from TOS there. And he takes the position right before start finish straight. So Casquito might just come straight back at him here. As Kohler goes into the pits to get a new set of tyres and softs done. It looks like Aquino should be boxing next lap as well. Casquito gets DRS on TOS in front of him. TOS just needs to have a clean race. Don't get any warners right now, and he will win the championship.
That puts you into P2, second place.
Kohler comes out of the pits behind Reyes Grummery. Slayer picks up a 3-second time penalty as well. And TOS really pulling away now. Increasing the gap to 1.3 seconds. Both on 50 gold medium, so I don't know where Casquito's lost his pace. I'm not sure if that's front wing damage. He must have front wing damage at the pace, at the speed that he's losing, the time that he's losing to TOS. Gap now 2 seconds. I would try to see Casquito boxing soon. Possibly on a set of hards to the end of the race. I haven't seen anyone put on the hard tyres yet. It's always been mediums or softs. We've had quite a few pit stops. If actually look at the pit stops we've had. I mean, Kohler's done 4 stops. TOS and Casquito have each done 1 stop. Casquito's staying out. He's staying out. I don't know how bad that wing damage is, but it looks like it's affecting him. The gap now 3.5 seconds. The Ara has actually managed to, Reyes Grummery is on the back of Kohler. Kohler had a much better corner there. Actually pulled away 6-7 tenths out of that corner. Just because he took it better.
The next car is 10 seconds ahead.
Yellow flag through sector 3 is Slayer has retired from the session. That is now 8 cars that have DNF,
Okay, slow down,
and it has
slow
called
down.
out another
Your
safety
delta
car,
is
completely
negative,
changing up the
which
field
means you
again.
are too fast.
I
Reduce
believe
your pace.
we should see quite a few cars coming in to the box. Look at tyres, 16 lap olds. Anyone on 16 lap olds, I reckon are going to come in. Aquino's definitely going to come in. This has actually worked out pretty well for him. So he should come back out in at first. TOS will be boxing, Mosquito will be boxing, and Dan should be boxing. So this will once again bring the field bunched right up. Yes, Aquino's boxing now. Is it going to be a classic Red Bull pit stop? It seems slow, about 2.5 seconds, maybe 3. But TOS boxes as well. Mosquito pits, possibly. I would get a new front wing as well, Mosquito, because I think you lost a lot of pace because of that. TOS box, is he going to get held up by the Williams? No, just go through him. Doesn't matter. Is Mosquito getting Ewing? Yes, Mosquito's getting Ewing. I did think that's why he didn't have the pace. So this safety car may have been a get out of jail free card for Mosquito. Dan's choosing to stay out as well. Poor decision from Dan. If he can, I would try and box next lap. Rias Bremery also boxing out in P7. There are 7 drivers left. 7 lap old softs, I think 13 should box as well, to be honest. I mean, he'll only lose 2 positions, and it's just not worth staying out on. Aquino and Cola have brought up our safety car. Of course, TOS and Dan just coming up to the back of this train now. Closely followed by the Ferrari and the Williams. If this McLaren get on the back of him, we can get back to racing as soon as possible. So we've now been racing for about 15 minutes with all these safety cars. It is not making it go by any faster. Currently, the Red Bulls of Kino and Cola in P1 and P2. Cola having 4 pit stops now. Quite a few pit stops this race. He actually has a 6-second time penalty and Kino has a 3-second time penalty. So the drivers behind are in a much better position. I think Mosquito, because he had to get that front wing change, managed to get jumped by 13H and Dan as well. No, safety car stays out for another lap. This will be the last lap of safety car being out. So we still have 3 of our championship contenders left. But I don't think it's possible for 13H to win now. The lowest position Mosquito can finish is P7. And yeah, if we actually have a look at the requirements for 13H to win, Mosquito would have needed to finish finish 7th or lower without fastest lap, so if he gets fastest lap, he's still in. And TOS would have to be 5th or lower. So that's asking a lot, considering there's only 7 drivers left on the grid. So another DNF, and then 13H's championship hopes are over. And it really be between TOS and Mosquito. I think they already are, to be honest. That is asking quite a lot.
Safety car is in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there is no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
So safety car should be coming in this lap. Aquino should really start living up the pack now so that they don't have what they had in the previous issue with the safety car. Comes in and Aquino, is he already gone? I think he's already gone. I don't know if that was too early or not, you know. That was very early for Aquino.
Green flag.
But it's worked, I suppose. I think Cola was a little bit caught unawares. But yeah, a much better restart from the Red Bull driver. As a yellow flag for sector 1, what's going on here? As 13H has DNF'd. Not entirely sure what's happened, but he's had an issue going out of T1 as Riz Grumby goes down the inside of Dan, and Dan goes massively wide there. Dan got wing Dan does have wing damage, so it was to be Dan who had a collision with 13H. So Dan's championship hopes are over. It's now between TOS and Mosquito Benitez who can win this title. They're right next to each other on track right now, but Mosquito with that new front wing looks like he has had more pace around Australia, and also the fact he qualified on pole. So whoever finishes higher out of these two is going to win. Mosquito's currently behind TOS, but he's going to want to get ahead of him as soon as possible, and then pull away 3 seconds. We've got yellow flag through sector 2, that's Dan. Just going a little bit slowly with that front wing damage. He's going to have to box. Don't have 15 drivers left. It looks like a demolition derby as we've now only got 6 left running. 9 drivers DNFing. This is madness. Aquino just has the fastest lap. He is off. He wants this race win.
The car behind is catching you by 5/10 a lap. 5/10.
DRS has not been activated yet, so Mosquito wants to just stay within that second of TOS. The real fight is between these two now. I've got 6 drivers to commentate on. So there really isn't going to be a lot to say. Cola's trying to stay within Aquino's second gap. Actually, looks like the Red Bulls have found a new sort of bit of energy back as they're pulling away from TOS and Mosquitoes. Maybe Mosquitoes are getting held up by TOS a little bit. Actually, look at the tyres now. Yeah, they're on the soft tyres, so they're going to have to pit again, but maybe one more pit for a set of mediums will go to the end. Wait and see. Mosquito is going to be close enough to do it on TOS as Aquino and Cola set another 2 fastest laps. The Red Bulls really pulling away here.
DRS is now enabled.
TOS trying to hang on. He wants to try and keep Mosquitoes behind him as much as possible and not let him pull, you know, get pull 3 seconds away.
Okay, gap ahead is 3.
A big point haul for the Red Bulls. I'm not entirely sure what the constructor standard looks like, but that's going to be a massive amount of points for them if they can finish P1 and P2. So 22 laps left to go now of this race. As you can see, the 100% race will always test the stamina of the drivers, and these 6 are still going. And Aquino set another fastest lap of the race. Cola not following him this time. The DRS is open. Mosquitoes is using it. Will he get him on this next DRS straight? The gap is 0.3 of a second. Is TOS doing enough to hold him off? This time he does. But as soon as Mosquitoes gets past TOS, He's got 20 laps to pull off 3 seconds. It is entirely possible. But the first thing he needs to do when he gets past TOS is break that DRS so that TOS does not stay with him. Kohler's actually getting a bit closer to Aquino now. He's had a really good lap, or Aquino's maybe made a mistake. But he's much closer to that DRS zone. To go on board with TOS as Casquitos are going to go down the outside. He's going to get round him here. No, they're battling. Ooh, little bit of some wheel bouncing there. TOS stays ahead. Look, Casquitos has got the move done. But he thinks better of it, and it's going to go for the start-finish straight DRS. As Kohler, yeah, Kohler did put a fastest lap in. Fastest lap of the race for Kohler at the moment.
Less than a second separate you. They're on fresh
The gap between Kohler and TOS now 6 seconds. So it's just a fight between these two now. They're not bothered about anybody else.
Will be added to their time at the end of the race.
Casquito's still not able to manage it. If he wants to break those 3 seconds, he's going to have to go for a lunge or something soon. Kohler, he's doing it. He wants to get within a second of Aquino. He wants that DRS. And I think he's going to get it, you know. Gap is down to just below a second now. Use an overtake to get within that second and then get DRS, stay attached to him, and maybe go for the overtake. As Aquino gets another 3 second time penalty. So they're all squared on penalties now. So this is the race between Kohler and Aquino on track for net P1. Mosquito's trying to go around the outside of TOS again. TOS goes defensive. Does he make it around the outside? TOS should have just come in a little bit there. I think that was definitely TOS' fault as Casquitos went around the outside. It's unfortunate as Casquitos now in P3 has got more than a 3 second gap to TOS. Just batted a little bit too hard, but you've got to when the championship is at stake.
Tyre condition is still looking good.
So now we'll go on board with the Red Bulls, see what happens with that, if they start getting any closer or not. I don't know if there's going to be another safety car. There's only 6 cars left on the grid, so it'd be hard for one of them to pull one out now. Kohler's currently sitting in P2, 6 tenths behind Kino. This very much does look like it's going to be a Red Bull 1-2. But look, on them more worn out tyres as well. Tough to see what pit strategy is going to be. The mediums seem to be, they could definitely do 18 laps. So, but them softs can definitely do about 5 more.
They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 7 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 24.8. 3 seconds will be added to their time at the end.
Kohler's going to get DRS on Aquino on this start-finish straight here. Can't do anything with it. Onto the next straight, he's going to keep that DRS. Gap is 4 tenths of a second. Doesn't look like he's going to go for the move. He just outbrakes him. It almost goes into the back of him. Luckily, Aquino turned just before that happened. Otherwise, that would have been something very similar to Baku between Daniel Ricciardo and Max Verstappen.
Lap on the car behind.
So Dan has actually put on the hard tyres, so he's going to the end. He's currently 44 seconds behind Rios Gregory. So if everybody boxes, he's still going to be in 6th position.
11.0 seconds.
But yeah, he is not boxing again. If you look at pit stops now, Kohler, despite having 4 pit stops, is sitting P2. He's going to have a 5th one as well. So he'll have 5 pit stops and be in P2. Very something similar to what Jenson Button did. I think he had 5 or 6 pit stops, and he still ended up winning that race in Canada. Aquino's had a good lap here. He's trying to break that toe to Aquino. As Casquito gets another 3-second time penalty. So that's 6 seconds now for Casquito. But the gap to TOS is 11. Unless TOS can start bumping up the pace here, it will be Casquito who takes the championship.
Gap behind is 8.9 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 9 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:27.2.
Cola's now right on the back of Aquino again.
Gap ahead is 11.4 seconds.
16 laps left to go. Is Cola ever going to go for the move here, or are they just going to hold position? I'm not entirely sure. They don't have to. They could just hold position, but it'd be nice to see a battle between the two Red Bulls. Yellow flag for sector 1. Rears Gremery as DNF from the session, bringing out a final safety car. I imagine the Red Bulls will be going for a double stack on the pit stop now. I think every driver on the grid will be pitting, including Dan, as his safety car has come out. Is Aquino going into it? Yes, Aquino is going into the pits. So another pit stop for everybody here. That is now our 10th retirement of the race. Only 5 drivers left. See how good is Red Bull's double stack. Casquito has come into the pits. Should have a big enough gap to Casquito. TOS jumps into the pits as well.
Go, Go, go.
Kohler's had so many pits that he's actually running out of tyres and has put on a set of 6-lap-old softs. So he's going to have to take those softs to 20-lap olds. That is unfortunate. He's used everything that he's got. But I don't think he's going to manage it, you know. But this, now despite everything that's gone on, has put TOS back in the driving seat. And is going to punish Casquito for the penalties he's gotten. 6 seconds worth of time penalties. I don't know if Casquito can get a 6-second gap to TOS in the laps that remain. The TOS may and will take the championship. The softs will do 14 laps. The softs will not do 20 laps. Yeah, 20 laps. Yeah, I think Kohler's going to have to come in and maybe put on a set of mediums that he's not worn to bits. Dan's boxing as well. Dan's put on the softs. So he's planning on coming straight back into this race now with no time penalties either. Him and TOS looking very strong. He is 58 seconds behind the pack. We need at least a lap to catch up with him. I'm going to be honest, Distract, I don't have a lot of water left. I do need some though. Dan is not catching up fast enough, is he? I don't know when this safety car's going to come in, but Kohler has unboxed. He's intent on staying on their softs till the end of the race. Drops to him, he can make them softs last 20 laps. No one's done it so far. You need to stop trying to keep these tyres warm behind the safety car and focus on the wearing them though. Dan now 30 seconds behind. I don't know if he's going to get to the safety car in time. I think we may have another lap behind the safety car. This won't impress the blokes with penalties as they're going to start struggling.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car.
Well, that was a very late call. That was a very late call. Race control said safety car was in this lap on T15, and away the Red Bull goes. Aquino once again getting a really good start. Kohler catches a little bit unawares, almost a second gap, and he's got Casquito right on his gearbox. TOS is behind. Dan literally only just caught up to that safety car queue when the safety car decided it was going to dip into the pits. 12 laps left to go. Championship decider between TOS and Casquito. Casquito with a 6-second time penalty. He's going to try and break away from TOS as quickly as possible. He's got 12 laps. It's going to be about half a second every lap. He's got to try and pull away from TOS at in order to win this. TOS is going to try and stay within his DRS though. Casquito always looks like doing a good job to try and get TOS out of it. Casquito, 2 tenths behind Cola. Is he going to go for the move on Cola? Not close enough yet. Around turn 15 now. Senna then turn 16 crossed. Casquito still very close to Cola. He's just done a fast lap of the race at 22.760. Oh, Casquito gets all out of shape there and he's lost the back end, but he manages to keep it safe. But now this actually, they invite TOS to attack him. TOS now within 2 or 3 tenths of him. Casquito's just pushing a little bit too hard then. He's letting the pressure get to him because he knows what he's got to do to win this championship. And currently, it's proven to be a difficult task. I said half a second each lap. He's currently not hitting that. He actually lost half a second on that last lap due to that mistake. Currently, all drivers ahead of TOS have a 6-second time penalty, so TOS will actually take P1. And Dan possibly P2. These drivers need to get a move on and start breaking that second gap. No matter what, at the very least, these 5 drivers, it is going to be a lot of points. Cola takes a new fast lap and race at 22.750. Casquito is still trying to push TOS out of that DRS zone. Remember, Casquito needs a 6-second gap to win the championship. A 6-second gap to TOS. Cola still pushing on 10 lap old softs. You've got another 10 laps to do on them softs. He's now losing to Aquino. I think Aquino's tyres just being fresher is giving him more pace, even though Cola has the faster blow. Attempts to gap now. Is he going to go move on Cola? He is. He's going to go down the inside of Cola. He's got new ERS left. Keeps a little bit of a wiggle at TOS now. Being invited once again after that failed attack by Casquito. So it's all over the back of him going through T15 into T16. They both have DRS on Cola. Cola's got no ERS to defend. I think Casquito's going to play it smart and go for the next straight. All over the back now. See DRS being activated by both drivers. Nothing Cola can do. He's got worn softs, no DRS, no ERS. And around the inside, Casquito goes. Cola now trying to hold up TOS. He doesn't know this, but he's inadvertently helping Casquito win the championship right now. Aquino's got a 2.5 second gap on Casquito, so he can still win this race. TOS needs to get past Cola as quick as possible. Casquito's already pulled out 7 tenths on Cola. He's still doing well on them 11 lap old softs, even though they're twice as old as everyone else's tyres. He's still putting up a fight. Still staying within the 1 second. Gaining time here, losing time there. But still going. I really think he's got to do some tyre saving tactics to get these tyres to go another 9 laps. So across the line we go. Aquino still in P1. Even over 6-second time penalty, he's got a 2-second gap to Casquito. Casquito just on a fast lap at 22.559. Who then has a 7-tenth gap to Cola in the P3. TOS, who has 8 tenths to Cola in P4. Currently, the gap between Casquito and TOS is 1.5 seconds. So it is still possible to make that gap 6 seconds and win the title. We're on board with Cola. This is driving that TOS needs to pass. He's looking to try and take that win away, but with TOS and Dan driving cleanly, it looks like TOS is actually going to get the win. Unless Mosquitoes can make that 1.5 second gap 6 seconds. 1.7 now, as Cola picks up a 3 second time penalty. That is unfortunate for him, as he will now drop even further back down the field. You see the two red flashing lights, that means that the Red Bull and the Williams, Cola and Mosquito, have less than 10% ERS left. They've used it all. TOS did not have that issue, so now TOS probably going to use it and the DRS to overtake Cola down the inside, around the outside of Sports Center there, and going into T4. TOS now P3. The gap to Mosquito is 1.3 seconds. He's brought that down with that DRS on those two straights. The gap between Aquino and Mosquito is now 1.2 seconds. That's been brought down. Cola, he's really going to be filling those tyres now. They can maybe do 3 more laps before they're going to become an absolute handful. And Dan, I'll say, does not be talking about it much. 7th lap old softs, just sitting in 5th. Silently there. No penalties, so he will jump Cola if it finishes the way it is. But he needs to get closer, otherwise he won't jump Mosquitoes and Aquino. I'll just get the penalties up for you now, and it's going to become crucial towards the final stages of this race. Oh, Cola actually lost quite a bit of time there. Like, he was within 2 tenths, but that's gone. You saw Mosquito's light flashing again. He's doing everything he can, but TOS knows that the driver in front has a 6 second penalty and doesn't need to push that hard. 6 laps left to go. The gap 1.6 seconds. Needs 4.5 seconds in 6 laps. That's almost a second a lap, but 8 tenths a lap. Surely it's not possible. Surely we're about to see TOS be crowned the Season 3 F1CD season champion. Mosquitoes. He's just trying to get within Aquino's DRS. Just in, just out. Not sure if he actually picked up DRS or not. It looks like he may have done. Cola trying to take with TOS DRS as well. So the gap now 2.2 seconds as Cola picks up another 3 second time penalty. Those soft tyres really hindering him here, and he is just going to finish in P5 with the amount of penalties he's getting. It looks like his race is done. With Mosquito now as he sets another fastest lap of the race at 22.413. As there's less and less fuel in that car, it's going to get faster and faster. And now 2 tenths away from Aquino, and he's really putting the pedal to the metal. The gap 2.4 seconds as he goes around the outside. Oh, and the Red Bull and the Williams have had an incident at T4, and TOS is going to pick up the remnants. Is he going to come out in front of these two? No, they stay ahead still. And Mosquito actually gets ahead of Aquino. I'm not entirely sure whose fault that was there, but neither of them did well. It looked like the inside car just didn't turn enough and ran him off the road. So that gap to TOS is now a lot less, but he has made his way around Aquino. So if everything finishes as it is now, TOS will get the Drivers' Championship, followed by Mosquito. And TOS will also get the race win. I know, Shane, it has been very much a destruction derby today. We have had 5 safety cars and 1 virtual safety car. Skeeter now trying to pull away from Aquino. He knows that pulling away needs to break that 1 second gap. But he's got no ERS left, he's used it all. Retain a bit there and he'll start pushing again. Yeah, again it's flashing. A lot of them flashing now. The gap is 1.4 seconds to TOS. He needs 4.5 in 4 laps. That's 1.1 seconds per lap. I think no matter how hard he pushes, I don't think that's going to happen. But we'll actually go on board, see how Cola's getting on. His tyres now 16 laps old softs. Another 4 of them. Can't believe he's still going on them. Still staying within TOS DRS. So he's had a really good section there. That's almost 2 seconds, but still not going to be enough. Maybe Cola can start attacking TOS though. And maybe if Cola starts attacking TOS, TOS will start to lose a little bit of time. So all Kiskito can do is keep pushing. Nah, you just can't go around that last corner though. The tyres are way too long to go around that last corner. But TOS trying to go for the move on Aquino. These two start battling. It's not going to be great. TOS gets the move done. Aquino now drops down to P3.
Okay, clear.
And has spun. He has spun. He's got the car going again before Dan catches up to him. As Dad coming out of nowhere now in P4. He's just been sitting there the whole time. He'll be P4 and possibly on the podiums with how many penalties Cola has got. Cola's got 12-second time penalty, so if he stays within 12 seconds, he's going to be on for a podium in these last 4 laps. The gap between Skitters and TOS 2 seconds. Reminding me, 6-second gap to win this race. And surely 20-lap old softs may be in danger of puncture, so that could even catch Cola here. I keep saying Aquino. Is it Aquino? Might be Aquino. It's a bit late now. I've said it for 55 laps, so I'll see what I can do. The gap now 2.3 seconds. As Kiskito comes down the start finish straight to start lap 56. 3 laps left to go. Our championship side is going to be between these top 2 drivers. Kiskito may be ahead, but his penalties are going to drop him behind TOS. Dan, if he keeps this up, he's going to get a podium, even though he's 8 seconds behind Cola. But he just drove cleanly, kept it on the track. He's still going. We're actually going to see how much each driver's ERS is. Yeah, as you can see, 8% Kiskito. He's really used it all. TOS has a little bit more ERS than him. Down actually quite a bit of ERS still, 40%. As he defends against Aquino, even though Aquino's got a 6-second penalty. Forward now. Looks like Aquino has gone around Dan, but Dan just had to stay within 6 seconds of him and 12 seconds of Cola in order to get that P3 place. The gap with 2 laps left to go now, 2.5 seconds. I don't think there's anything Kiskito can do. I think this is it, unless TOS has a spin here. TOS is going to win the championship. Lots left to go. It's going to be close between Dan and Cola as to who's going to get that P3 final position. As Aquino gets a 3-second time penalty. That's not going to help him out at all. Dan's still staying with TOS. His tyres are still going. 19 laps on them softs now. And using his DRS to stay within Akino's DRS. Going to be close, but I feel like Kohler might just hang on to this P3.
This is your final lap of the race.
TOS out of VRS. The gap 3.4 seconds. We go on to the last lap. 3.6. If the gap gets to 6, Casquito wins. If it doesn't, TOS wins the championship and the race. Kohler's lap's now on 20 lap old softs. Ooh, we see that wiggle there at the back end. He's trying to put the power down now, and it's just becoming a little bit of an issue.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
He needs to do what he can though. The gap between Dan and Kohler is currently 11.2 seconds. So Dan still could get this P3. Gap now 4 seconds. It's unfortunate for Casquito because he was just stuck behind the Red Bull a little bit too long. 4.2 seconds, 4.3. And you need to stay with Akino here. As Casquito comes around T15 and T16 for the 58th time. He's going to come across the line first, but he's not going to finish first because of that 6-second time penalty. Crosses the line, TOS. P2 is actually going to get the win here. TOS 1981 with the win. And he has won the championship. He's won the Season 3 F1CD Championship. Congratulations to TOS there and Casquito. A brilliant drive from both of them. After what can only be described a race full of absolute carnage. At 10 DNFs, 15 drivers started, 5 finished. A lot of points, a lot of people missed out on. TOS letting him know that he is the season champion. So let's go through our final grid order then. TOS gets the win, started P6 on the grid, did what he had to do, finished P1. Casquito with that 6-second time penalty dropped down to P2 with a fast lap 22.413, but it's not going to be enough. Kohler in P3 for Red Bull, just hanging on by 0.3 of a second. Dan just missing out. And Akino, the Japanese driver, finishing in P5 due to those time penalties. It's unfortunate, but I feel like he may have held up Dan just enough to give his teammate a podium position. Right, well that's it for our top 5, and that is it for F1CD Season 3. Thank you very much for you guys letting me commentate on the final race of the season. It's much appreciated, and although it wasn't the cleanest race, it was 1.5 hours of me talking, so I need to go get a drink now. Thank you all for watching, and if you're looking forward to sign up, for this league in Season 4, don't be afraid to join the Discord. Alright, until next season, I will see you guys later. Have a good one.